Welcome to Sendai, Japan, 200 miles north of Tokyo for the conclusion of 6 rounds of hard-fought basketball action to anoint the 2014 FIBA 3x3 World Tour champions. Coming up, we sample the flavor of Denver's Vanilla Gorilla. We wrap up the World Tour with our own MC. We follow Romeo on his journey from the streets to the world stage. And it's top-class action all the way to crown the kings of 3x3. After 4 months and 6 events on the World Tour across 5 continents and 16 time zones, the ZBO Arena in Sendai, Japan is the venue for FIBA's 3x3 World Tour Final. Featuring the sport that has its roots in the parks and streets, playing on half a court with 1 hoop over a 10-minute period or to 21 points. With a 12-second shot clock, this is the final with $20,000 to the winners, along with a ticket to the December FIBA 3x3 All-Stars in Doha. The 12 qualifiers from 6 World Tour stopovers were seeded into 4 pools for round-robin action on day 1. Jakarta earned a last-minute call-up into Pool C as Doha were forced to withdraw, and Kobe from Japan played in Pool D, having won a local qualifier. The tournament started with an enormous Pool A upset as the top-seeded Novi Sad were beaten by the 7th seeds from Denver 21-18. Together with Brazil's Santos, all 3 teams gained 1 win, but Novi Sad and Denver advanced on points scored, Santos missing out by just 4 points. In Pool B, number 2 seeds Bucharest fought out an extraordinary buzzer-beating overtime win against the 10th-seeded Manila West, who also advanced courtesy of a 21-17 victory over the Brazilian 6th seeds from Sao Paulo. With 2 21-point clock-stopping victories, the Slovenian number 3 seeds of Crane topped Pool C, aided by 24 points from day 1's top scorer, Mensud Julovic. The late replacements from Jakarta beat China's Wukesong 21-15 to advance to the quarterfinals. And in Pool D, a stunning win by the 5th seed Saskatoon over the 4th-seeded Slovenians of Trebovlja. Willie Murdaugh scored an unprecedented 8 two-point baskets in the 21-6 victory. Local team Kobe were the team to miss out on the quarterfinal action. World Tour Stopover 3 in Chicago gave us a taste of a sporting icon.
The Vanilla Gorilla driving in and putting it off glass.
Denver's Derek Griffin, a veteran of all 3 World Tour editions, explains the origins of his nickname.
That's a nickname that was given to me by my teammate Corey Campbell. Bless his heart for that. And it stuck. The problem with the name of Vanilla Gorilla, it is a pretty intense nickname, and you have to fill those shoes. I don't know if this is something he planned, but anytime you have a nickname as extreme as that, you better play well. 3x3 World Tour has been very influential in my day-to-day life. My profession is basketball. I'm a teacher. I run the youth basketball program for the Denver Nuggets, so every day I'm with kids. Sometimes it's only a few kids, sometimes it's hundreds of kids. And over the last 5 years, I've developed a passion and a talent for dealing with kids, and at all levels, all ages. It's something near and dear to my heart. I know it is for Corey and Brendan, because they both have children.
And hopefully the children weren't watching as their fathers got soundly beaten. Denver succumbing 21-3 to Saskatoon in a rerun of the Chicago Masters final. It was the largest quarterfinal victory margin of the year, with the Canadian Michaels, Leafers, and Linkletter scoring 7 points apiece.
It's not a one-person team, so defense is our focus, and that's why the score was that way.
Indonesia's Jakarta fared little better as they fell to the 2nd seeds Bucharest, for whom Bogdan Popescu top-scored with 7 points in the 21-8 victory.
We tried to make a statement from the beginning that we're going to play physical regardless of whatever's going to happen. We knew that they're going to shoot all the threes, and that's how they won their games. So I guess after all in all, we did the job done. You know, we got the job done.
It was another clock-stopping 21-point triumph as the number 3 seeded Slovenians from Crane outgunned Manila West with Yuri Erzin top scoring with 8 points.
Me and my team, we prepared well. We knew they're fast, we knew they could shoot well for 3 points, so we decided to take the 3-point shot as possible as we can and play our game.
And in the tightest of the quarterfinals, the number 1 seeds, Novi Sad, were run close by the Slovenians of Trbovelia, the Serbs coming out on top in a 15-13 thriller. So the semifinal lineup almost adhered to the seedings, with the top-ranked Serbians of Novi Sad up against the 3rd-seeded Slovenes of Crane, and the number 2 outfit from Romania, Bucharest, taking on the 5th-seeded Canadians of Saskatoon. In the Samsung shootout, 1 player per team participates in the qualifying round, with the top 4 going through to the final. Here, players shoot 3 racks of 3 balls worth 1 point each from 3 different spots behind the arc, and 1 rack of 3 money balls worth 3 points each from the end line, all against a 33-second shot clock. Novi Sad's Dejan Majstorovic came to the court with 4, the score to beat.
2 now for Majstorovic. 3, 4, and 5. And Majstorovic.
A superb 8 points for Majstorovic, including a money ball, means he takes home his prize of a Samsung tablet. The first Samsung shootout winner in the Manila World Tour stopover was up-and-coming Filipino star Terrence Romeo, who started playing basketball at an early age.
So happy to be here. I come from Cavite and I also grew up there. I used to play in the streets. In front of my house, there are basketball court. My dad always teach me to play basketball. At first, how to shoot, how to do a layup. Basketball is not about height. So after you show them what you can do, that's the time for them to decide.
At 22, Romeo is the youngest player in the World Tour final, but already has a string of honors. However, he still has high ambitions.
My goals is I want to be the best FIBA player in the Philippines. I want to play for national team. I want to represent my country. We're the first Filipino enter the FIBA World Tour. So for us, it's already great achievement.
The ZBO Arena was packed for the first semifinal between Novi Sad and Crane in a rematch of last year's World Tour Istanbul final semis. The top-seeded Serbians featured Dusan Domovic-Bulut, Marko Savic, and Marko Zidero, who ranked 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in the world at 3-on-3 basketball, together with the Samsung shootout king, Dejan Majstorovic. The Slovenian number 3 seeds, Crane, included Yuri Erzin and Mensud Julovic, both ranked in the top 20, alongside Dario Krajic and Boris Ertzin. As befitting a World Tour semifinal, skills were on display, despite a cagey opening few minutes.
Marko Savic. Oh, miraculous shot.
And we rejoin the action approaching the halfway point. Novi Sad in black are ahead 6 points to 4.
2-pointer on the way, and we're tied up again at 6. Majstorovic trying to take it back, and he does! Julovic kicks it out to Jerson. Jerson all the way, yes! 8-7 now is the score at the halfway mark. Oh, Majstorovic still alive. The 2-pointer is good there for Zdero. And it is black ball. Good defense shown there by Novi Sad. We'll dish it back out. Here's Julovic off the glass. No! But Erzen with the cleanup. Bullet Needs to clear, and he does. And a foul called on Boris Yersin. It is a 2-point lead for Novi Sad against Kranja. Give and go, and good, no, but a foul called on Bullet. Almost a 2-point play, courtesy of Super Dario Krajic. So from here on out, both teams will be taking 2 free throws in case of a foul. Krajic gets that one, so the lead is now down to 1. Bullet crossing over. Bullet up and under. Oh, open harm! That'll mean hoop plus 2 free throws now for Dusan, Mr. Bulletproof Bullet. With 3:11 to go, 2 charities now. Huge play there by Dusan, Bulletproof Bullet. Gets the first to go to push this lead up to 3, and now a chance to make it 4. Put some separation between them and Kranja, and it's it.
Novi Sad proving why they are the #1 seeds, and Majstorovic in particular putting his shootout skills into match practice. The Serbians continued their dominance and stretched their lead to 6 points as the clock ran down.
Use up the clock, and it looks like Kranja has given up, as it is a foul. Will put Novi Sad at the line, and that 2-pointer from Dusan Domovic Bullet will mean a victory, and the #1 ranked team are on their way to the big dance.
Some of the unsung heroes of the World Tour are the men and women who spin the platters and drive the event. As MCs, they keep the crowd educated and entertained. Behind the microphone in the Sendai World Final were Q York featuring MC Noah Lazarus.
Well, I grew up in Queens, New York, I guess in a single-parent household. Also, I used to play basketball. I used to play basketball until I couldn't walk. Like, I would literally crawl home because I just loved the game so much. You know, after that, I kind of got into music because it's also hip-hop, and then I started realizing, well, I think I'm a lot better at this music entertaining thing than I am at basketball.
And Noah knows when to strut his stuff.
When it comes to rap, I come from the heart, like basketball players, whether at the court or the park. Inside, outside, stadium, trying to live a dream and try to do something bigger and rise above the scene. We all make mistakes, we all turn it over. But no matter what, if you're alive, the game is never over. We gotta live a dream, and this is our life. And when I jump on the mic, I try to make it right. Today, tonight, now is the time. FIBA 3x3, that equals a number 9. All right.
The second semifinal featured the #2 seeds from Romania, Bucharest, against the Canadian #5 seed, Saskatoon. Bucharest were led by Angel Santana and Catalin Vlaicu, the only players to feature in all 3 editions of the World Tour, together with Adrian Vasile-Stefan and Bogdan Popescu. The Chicago Masters champions, Saskatoon, led by Michael Liefers, who played pro ball in Japan, along with Flash Gordon, South Carolina native Willie Murdaugh, and Canada's top-ranked player, Michael Linklater. Saskatoon had won all their games so far by the 21-point clock-stopping margin, but they failed to get a fast start, and this proved to be a physical battle. Both teams missed chances from the free throw line and long-range 2-point attempts. As team fouls mounted, so did the drama. We join the action with Saskatoon in yellow holding a 1-point lead halfway through the game.
Santana step back again. Got it! And Bucharest back with a 1-point lead. Linklater against Santana. Off the glass and in. We're knotted up at 8 again. Vlaicu against Lieber, kicks it out. Santana, big boy 2. Will Santana coming to life here in the big stage? Foul called on the reach-in by Vlaiku. Linklater out to Gordon. Gordon driving. Nope, still alive. 5 on the 20, on the 12 rather. Gordon all the way.
The physical battle continued with more points from the free throw line than from open play. We rejoin the action. Bucharest lead by 3 inside the final 90 seconds.
Gordon driving all the way and he finishes. Stolen away. 2-point game. Murdoch for 2. Yes! 16 apiece. Wide open, Linklater missing it. Missing on that one on a huge opportunity for Saskatoon. Vlaiku against Gordon. 12 seconds about to run out, and it does. Another shot clock violation for Bucharest. 26.1 seconds remaining. This is winning time, folks. Gordon driving all the way. Finishing in the lead to Saskatoon. Oh, that was a big foul call. 2 free throws now for Angel Santana and ball possession to Bucharest. If Santana makes both, well, that's not going to happen as he only has one more coming. So the best opportunity now is to tie it and take the lead with possession. Santana misses both. Back to the play we go. Bucharest stripped away. Santana for 2. No! Rebound for Popescu. Popescu loses it. It will be Saskatoon ball. 1-point lead for Saskatoon, Canada. 5.7 seconds remaining. Foul called by Popescu. So Willie Murdoch with a chance to make this a 3-point game. Murdoch gets the first. Murdoch gets the second to go. Santana missing. Gordon with a rebound, and Saskatoon books a seat in the finals. What an emotional, physical game for Saskatoon, Canada. They still remain undefeated in this year. And that will end the campaign of Bucharest, Romania.
The slam dunk contest always draws a crowd, where the dunkers have 3 attempts to score a jam, which is marked out of 10 by 3 judges. Best aggregate score from 2 dunks wins. Poland's Rafał Lipinski, who won in Rio and is a 2-time FIBA 3x3 dunk contest champion, was in irresistible form in the Sendai final. Lipek now a 3-time dunk contest champion with an unprecedented 4 perfect scores guaranteeing his winner's check. The 2014 World Tour Final, Novi Sad against Saskatoon. The Serbians looking to go one better than last year's final, where they lost out to the Slovenian outfit from Brezovica. The North Americans were attempting to avenge their quarterfinal defeat to Novi Sad in the 2013 Istanbul final. The Canadian #1 Linklater up against the world #1 in Bulut. The Serbian #1 seeds against the Canadians, undefeated in 2014. We join the final close to halfway. Novi Sad in orange hold the narrowest of leads.
Dusan Bullet. Maestro 2. Yes! 3-point lead now. Gordon. Long stretched arms. Able to bring it down to 2. Savic. Maestro again. Savic offensive board, an easy layup. Dusan Domovic Bullet against Linklater. Pick and roll. Savic. And that pick and roll has been a big problem for Saskatoon. Gordon trying to get around Savic. Off the glass, no. Tapped out by Linklater. Ball sails out, and so does Zdero. It will be last touch off of Saskatoon. Bullet crossing over, dishing. Zdero. Step back at the buzzer is good. 10-5. Under 5 minutes remaining. Pick from Leifers. Great pass. Oh, but missing the dunk was Leifers. Bullet is fouled. And Maestrovic will come back in. Maestrovic. Now, oh, Maestrovic in the post again. Oh, and it's just so difficult to stop the length and speed and even the shooting ability of Dejan Maestrovic.
The Serbian lead up to 6 points, which Saskatoon found hard to break down. We rejoin the game, Novi Sad leading 17-10 and looking to take the title in style by winning inside the time limit.
Maestro, yes! 19-7. Saskatoon in the world of hurt. Oh, Linklater missing there. Savic in the post. Maestro puts Novi Sad on the brink of the championship. Murdaugh drives and they'll let this one go. And a turnover. And Novi Sad have 47 seconds to score 1 point or hold on until the very end. Mr. Bulletproof, the #1 player in the world, loses it. Linklater inside to Murdaugh and he scores. 35 seconds remaining. Maestrovic. Last touch, a foul. No. It will be an inbound as it is only team foul #5 on Saskatoon. Rather, #4. Bullet against Linklater. Bullet spinning for the win. And the championship! Dusan Domovic Bullet has done it again. Champions once more for the FIBA 3x3 World Tour. This time in Tokyo, Sendai, Japan. What a tournament it has been for Sendai, and what a way to end it. The champs are back.
So as Novi Sad celebrate their 2014 FIBA 3x3 World Tour title, we look back at the top 5 most spectacular plays of the event. At 5, Romeo goes east and west, puts Julovic on skates, and his jumper goes nothing but net.
Beautiful move.
#4, Marko Savic with a no-look with his back to the basket.
Oh, miraculous shot.
At 3, Bulut brings Willie Murdaugh back to school with an amazing series of fakes and a beautiful finish. #2, another Romeo show as the Filipino star goes 1 against 3, splits 2 defenders with a crossover, and meets the third at the rim. And the #1 play belongs to Saskatoon star Michael Leifers, who spent the whole World Tour final absolutely shaking the rim. So Novi Sad celebrate worthy winners of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour title. Bulut, Zdero, Savic, and Majstorovic on top of the world. $20,000 to the good, and their place in the December All-Stars in Doha now secured.